Welcome to an enlightening journey into the healing of chronic psychological stress through the lenses of depth psychology and religion. This interactive discussion will delve into the fascinating realms of psychoneuroimmunology, depth psychology, and mysticism, offering a holistic perspective on healing. Our discussion will cover a wide array of topics, including fundamental schools of philosophy, the basics of epigenetics, psychoneuroimmunology, and neurotheology, as well as the psychological and spiritual factors of chronic stress. We will also explore depth psychology, the Indian journey to unity consciousness, and the role of religion and mysticism in achieving this state, concluding with a summary and future scope. We begin by examining the fundamental schools of philosophy. Materialism, as proposed by Democritus, views humans as mechanical systems, devoid of soul or God, banning religion from science. In contrast, idealism, as taught by Plato, sees humans as holistic beings, combining body and mind, with God as pure consciousness, integrating religion with science. Sir John Carew Eccles, a Nobel laureate, emphasized the divine act in our existence, suggesting that divine guidance is a consistent theme throughout our lives. He believed that each of us is a unique, conscious being, and that religious views align with scientific evidence. Eccles further believed in a fundamental mystery in our existence, transcending biological accounts of our development. He posited that divine providence operates beyond materialistic happenings, playing a crucial role in the creation of the human genotype. Niels Bohr, a pioneer in quantum theory, proposed that everything we perceive as real is composed of elements that cannot be regarded as real, suggesting that the basis of the material world is fundamentally non-material. Werner Heisenberg highlighted that Plato's ideas about the fundamental nature of reality aligned closely with modern physics. He argued that the structure of matter is determined by ideas, not physical objects, reinforcing the idealist philosophy. Erwin Schrödinger, a key figure in quantum mechanics, asserted that consciousness cannot be explained in physical terms and is fundamentally singular. He suggested that we are not part of the material world constructed by science, but rather, consciousness is a singularity within all beings. Sir Arthur Eddington proposed that the universe is composed of mind stuff, supporting an idealistic philosophy that welcomes spiritual religion. He believed that modern physics leaves room for the reality of spirit and consciousness. David Bohm, a theoretical physicist, suggested that consciousness and matter are deeply interwoven, forming an unbroken movement. He emphasized that mind and matter are not separate substances but different aspects of one whole. Nikola Tesla famously stated that to uncover the secrets of the universe, one must think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, highlighting the non-material aspects of reality. In the idealistic philosophy of quantum physics, humans are seen as composed of body, mind, and soul, with pure consciousness at the core. This view integrates virtual and real particles, suggesting a divine will underlying the quantum vacuum. The idealistic worldview of quantum physics presents the universe as a hollow movement, where pure consciousness exists beyond spacetime. This perspective sees the universe as a continuous creation and annihilation process, driven by quantum fluctuations. Quantum phenomena challenge us to view the material world as non-material, composed of non-material ideas. This perspective reveals an undivided wholeness where all things are interconnected, with consciousness as a cosmic property. Max Planck, a founding figure in quantum theory, argued that there is no real opposition between religion and science. He believed that recognizing and cultivating the religious elements in human nature is essential for achieving balance and harmony. Albert Einstein maintained that a cosmic religious feeling is the strongest motive for scientific research. This feeling empowers individuals to stay true to their purpose despite challenges, highlighting the interconnectedness of science and spirituality. For those interested in exploring these concepts further, several books are highly recommended, including works by Fritjof Capra, Ken Wilber, and Deepak Chopra, which delve into the intersections of physics, consciousness, and spirituality. Epigenetics studies how environmental factors can alter gene activity without changing the DNA sequence. It explores how ecological, social, and psychological influences can impact our genetic expression, highlighting the dynamic nature of our biology. Gene expressions are significantly influenced by learning and thinking. Environmental factors, including learning experiences, can alter gene activity, affecting brain function and memory. These changes, often involving DNA methylation, can be both temporary and long-lasting. Bruce Lipton, a pioneer in epigenetics, emphasizes that our thoughts are more primary than our genes. He argues that the environment, shaped by our thoughts, ultimately controls gene expression, underscoring the power of mindset in shaping our biology. Our perception at any given moment can significantly influence the chemistry of our brain, which in turn affects the environment where our cells reside and control their fate. Changing our perception can rewrite the chemistry of our body, as Bruce Lipton, a pioneer in epigenetics, suggests. Psychoneuroimmunology and epigenetics are deeply interconnected, with perception and epigenetic influence playing crucial roles in shaping our mind, body, and environment. This intricate relationship highlights the impact of ecological, social, and cultural environments on our overall well-being. Neurotheology delves into the neuroscience behind religious beliefs and practices, examining how brain regions involved in these experiences might be influenced by epigenetic changes. Although the connection between epigenetics and spiritual experiences is complex, researchers continue to explore this fascinating area. World theology encompasses both exoteric and esoteric aspects of religion. While the outer form involves codes of conduct and rituals, the inner essence focuses on meditative and mystical union with God, offering a deeper spiritual connection. The interrelation of epigenetics, psychoneuroimmunology, and neurotheology reveals a complex web of influences on our body, mind, and soul. This interconnectedness underscores the importance of understanding how these fields impact our overall health and spiritual well-being. Your genes are responsive to your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, shaping your mind and body in profound ways. Dawson Church's book, Genie in Your Genes, explores how you can become an epigenetic engineer of your own well-being by taking conscious control of your thoughts and emotions. Meditative practices have been shown to positively impact epigenetic regulation, offering stress reduction benefits and enhancing well-being. Farah Zahir's research highlights the importance of integrating these practices into mainstream medicine to harness their full potential. For those interested in exploring the fascinating world of mind-body medicine, these recommended books offer valuable insights into psychoneuroimmunology and the biology of belief, providing a deeper understanding of the connection between mind and body. Human beings exist within 4 quadrants, encompassing individual and collective aspects of mind, body, and environment. Epigenetics plays a role in shaping both subjective and objective experiences, highlighting the complexity of our existence. Chronic diseases are influenced by a myriad of spiritual and psychological factors, including chronic psychological stress. Understanding these factors can help us address the root causes of disease and promote healing through positive immune modulation. The path to healing involves addressing spiritual and psychological stress, restoring harmony between natural cycles and human biorhythms. By integrating mysticism and depth psychology, we can achieve relief from chronic stress and enhance our overall health. Chronic psychological stress is a significant factor that predisposes individuals to a range of chronic diseases, including cancer, diabetes, and heart diseases. Recognizing and managing stress is crucial for preventing these health issues. Several psychological factors contribute to chronic psychological stress, including detachment from natural harmony and negative mental emotional states. Addressing these factors is essential for reducing stress and improving mental health. Chronic psychological stress can lead to negative immune modulation, increasing the risk of disease. By understanding the psychological factors involved, we can work towards reducing stress and promoting better health outcomes. The harmonic relation between natural cycles and human biorhythm forms the foundation of health. Maintaining this harmony is essential for promoting well-being and preventing disease. Machines and industries often disrupt the natural harmony between humans and the environment, creating a wrong perception of reality as a mechanical system. This disruption can lead to a crisis of perception, affecting our mental and emotional well-being. A wrong perception of reality can lead to a crisis of perception, manifesting in various societal issues such as inflation, unemployment, and environmental disasters. Overcoming this crisis requires a profound change in values, attitudes, and lifestyles. The crisis of perception can lead to negative mental emotional states, driven by selfishness, greed, and apathy. Addressing these issues requires a spiritual and cultural transformation to foster a healthier and more sustainable world. Highly stressful negative mental emotional states, such as dissatisfaction, anxiety, and depression, can significantly impact our well-being. Recognizing and managing these states is crucial for maintaining mental health and preventing chronic stress. Various life events, such as trauma, loss, and economic hardship, can induce chronic psychological stress. Understanding these triggers is essential for developing strategies to cope with stress and promote resilience. The enteric nervous system plays a crucial role in connecting psychological stress to intestinal inflammation, as highlighted in this groundbreaking article. Psychological stress is intricately linked to inflammatory responses in the body, particularly in conditions like inflammatory bowel disease. This connection underscores the importance of stress management in healthcare. Chronic psychological stress triggers a cascade of neuroendocrine responses, impacting the immune system and potentially leading to chronic diseases. Chronic stress can suppress the immune system, inhibiting the natural process of apoptosis, which may increase the risk of cancer development. The release of autoreactive T cells and autoantibody production due to chronic stress can lead to the development of autoimmune diseases. Chronic psychological stress can decrease T lymphocyte count, leading to deficiencies in acquired immunity and increasing the risk of conditions like AIDS. Spiritual and psychological factors play a significant role in how chronic psychological stress affects our health, highlighting the need for a holistic approach to stress management. For those interested in exploring Jungian psychology further, these books come highly recommended, offering deep insights into the human psyche. The Jungian model of the psyche is a profound theory that explains how individuals move towards self-realization and wholeness, developed by Carl Gustav Jung. Jungian psychotherapy is not just a medical procedure but a way of healing and education, offering spiritual guidance and aiding in personality development. The structure of the psyche, as depicted here, shows how our persona, ego, and unconscious elements interact within the physical world and society. Our persona is the mask we present to the world, designed to make a particular impression while concealing our true nature. The personal unconscious is filled with memories and experiences unique to each individual, shaping their psyche and influencing behavior. Complexes are psychic entities that can disrupt our consciousness, leading to a separate existence within the psyche and affecting our behavior. The psyche is divided into spheres of consciousness and unconsciousness, with a threshold line that separates the two, as described by Jung. Ascending complexes can break through the threshold of consciousness, impacting our mental state and behavior, as illustrated in this model. The shadow represents the darker side of our ego, encompassing hidden weaknesses and unacknowledged aspects of our personality. The collective unconscious is a universal psychic system shared by all individuals, forming the true basis of the individual psyche, according to Jung. The collective unconscious contains archetypes, which are universal patterns and images that influence our thoughts and behaviors across cultures. Every individual carries within them the eternal image of the opposite gender, known as anima for men and animus for women. These are not mere reflections of specific individuals but rather definitive feminine and masculine images that reside within us all. The wise old man represents the archetype of a teacher and guide, offering wisdom and steering us towards the right direction through the collective unconscious, ultimately leading us to the self, or God. Carl Jung identified 12 distinct archetypes that represent different facets of human personality, each embodying unique traits and characteristics. These archetypes include the ruler, hero, regular guy, rebel, explorer, lover, creator, sage, caregiver, innocent, jester, and magician, each playing a role in shaping our behaviors and interactions. The self is the center of our psyche, encompassing both consciousness and the unconscious. It serves as the core of our being, integrating all aspects of our mind. Jung believed the self to be the central force guiding our development, leading us towards a greater unity of the conscious and unconscious, and even equating it to the God within us. The collective unconscious houses various archetypes, including anima, animus, and the wise old man, all contributing to the formation of the self, or God, within us. Healing involves integrating the self with the ego, relieving psychological stress, and achieving positive immune modulation through a harmonious balance of spiritual, mental, and physical levels. Individuation is the process of forming the self-ego axis, guiding the psyche towards wholeness and a balanced integration of all its parts. The process of individuation bridges the gap between the unconscious and conscious mind, leading to a more complete and balanced individual. Individuation integrates the unconscious with the conscious mind, purifying the persona and assimilating complexes and archetypes to become the true authentic self. Split consciousness represents a division within the psyche, separating the conscious from the unconscious, and hindering the integration necessary for achieving the self. Unity consciousness involves the integration of the self-God-ego axis, harmonizing the conscious and unconscious mind to achieve wholeness. Our awareness and philosophy are shaped by the nature of our consciousness, whether it is split, leading to materialism, or unified, leading to idealism. Object referral awareness focuses on the outer world, while self-referral awareness centers on the inner self, or God, guiding us towards deeper understanding and healing. True healing comes from transcending the ego and connecting with the deeper aspects of the self, as emphasized by Carl Jung. Shifting from object referral to self-referral awareness initiates the healing process, providing relief from chronic psychological stress and fostering inner peace. The way of healing involves a holistic approach, integrating mysticism, depth psychology, and positive immune modulation to achieve overall health and well-being. Religion and mysticism offer a path to experiencing oneness and unity consciousness, transcending the outer forms of rituals and codes of conduct. Islamic rituals, including prayer, fasting, and pilgrimage, serve as outer expressions of faith, guiding adherents towards spiritual growth and understanding. The inner practices of Islam guide believers towards a profound spiritual journey. Through tawakkul, shukr, fikr, dhikr, muraqabah, and fana, individuals surrender to the will of Allah, express gratitude, reflect on truth, remember Allah, maintain awareness, and ultimately achieve complete annihilation in Allah. This path leads to fanafila, where the ego is annihilated, and unity consciousness is realized. Sufism delves into the mysticism of Islam, emphasizing the journey from Shariat to Marifat. This spiritual path involves moving from the outer layers of religious practice to the inner core of divine knowledge. The axis of God and self-ego is central to this journey, guided by spiritual teachers who help disciples transcend their ego and connect deeply with Allah. The Quran highlights the importance of zikr, or remembrance of Allah, as a source of peace for the heart. In Sufism, this practice is crucial for transcending the self-ego axis and reaching a state of spiritual enlightenment. Through zikr, disciples move closer to Marifat, the ultimate knowledge of God, under the guidance of spiritual teachers. The individuation process described by Jung shares intriguing parallels with the Sufi tariqa. Both concepts bridge the gap between the unconscious and conscious mind, emphasizing the axis of self and God. This alignment suggests a universal journey towards self-realization and spiritual enlightenment, transcending cultural and religious boundaries. The interplay between spiritual, mental, and physical levels significantly influences health. Spiritual sin and dissociation from natural harmony can lead to chronic psychological stress, affecting physical health. By restoring harmonic relations and positive immune modulation, individuals can achieve relief from stress and promote overall well-being, highlighting the importance of spiritual and mental balance. Rupert Sheldrake's hypothesis of morphic resonance suggests that our actions, words, and thoughts can influence others. This concept, rooted in developmental biology, proposes that there is a collective consciousness that connects us all, allowing our behaviors to resonate and impact those around us, shaping the world in subtle yet profound ways. Rupert Sheldrake emphasizes that our minds are reflections of God's consciousness. Despite appearing separate, they are interconnected through a divine source. Meditation can help us become aware of this direct connection, enhancing our understanding of the ultimate source of our consciousness and fostering a deeper spiritual awareness. The concept of morphic resonance, along with divine grace, illustrates how the collective unconscious influences the outer world. This ripple effect, driven by pure consciousness, suggests that our personal unconscious minds are influenced by and can influence the collective consciousness, creating a dynamic interplay between individual and universal awareness. The philosophy of materialism contrasts sharply with idealism, presenting a crossroads for humanity. The paradigm shift involves reconnecting with nature and God through mysticism and individuation, moving away from the mechanistic way of the machine and towards the natural way of God. This shift encourages a deeper connection with the divine and a more harmonious existence.